Hello everyone, my name is Zaven, and I recently wrote a story called Ilyas Truth, set in the fascinating and terrifying universe of All Tomorrows. And today I'd like to share some thoughts about the story that inspired me to not only start writing, but to create this channel. I'll be summarizing some plot details for the story, so spoilers ahead. All Tomorrows was written and illustrated by C.M. Kosman. It was initially discovered by many readers, including my father, on the DeviantArt website. The story recounts humanity's encounter with an alien race that subjects them to a series of evolutionary horrors and is both incredibly imaginative, captivating, and nightmarish. Widely regarded as both unnerving and fascinating, it's an incredibly original tale of humans being transformed beyond all recognition, yet preserving their humanity. The story begins soon after humanity settles on a terraformed Mars, which now boasts oceans, plant life, and a habitable atmosphere. However, even this golden age is still marred by events such as civil wars, and due to differences in gravity and environment, humans evolve into different subspecies as they colonize first the solar system and then an entire arm of the galaxy. Unfortunately, this era of prosperity and advancement doesn't last. Humanity encounters an alien species known as the Ku, godlike beings that seek to, as the story states, remake the universe as they see fit, perceiving themselves as the divine center of existence. The Q wipe out countless humans, but those are the lucky ones. The less fortunate are transformed into a variety of unrecognizable species, many of which could only be considered nightmarish. Despite their drastically altered appearances, some of them retain human-like features, while others resemble animals more than people. I won't go too deeply into the details of this bizarre universe of body horror, but the mutated humans are astonishingly varied. One example are the mantelopes. Although descended from humans, they look more like grazing herd animals found on Earth. Despite this new form, they retain the minds of their human ancestors, though, due to their quadrupedal forms, they can no longer reshape their world after the Q's interventions. All they can do is share songs of the past, songs passed down through generations as their minds gradually regress into a primitive state, much like typical grazing animals. In time, the songs fall silent. Another unsettling example is the worms. As their name suggests, they are small, worm-like creatures that inhabit the ruins of their sentient ancestors. They are perhaps the most disturbing new species, a vision of extreme body horror. But their existence starkly highlights the Q's depravity and capacity for almost unimaginable cruelty. Yet, even as it paints a truly vast and extreme picture of a galactic-scale nightmare, All Tomorrows also conveys a surprising message of hope. Over millions of years, the mutated humans slowly regain sentience, enduring unimaginable hardship after the Q abandoned them. Eventually, the various human species reunite, demonstrating that even in the bleakest circumstances, the human spirit can find a way to persevere. Another thought-provoking theme in the story is the ability of sentient beings to form symbiotic relationships with others, including those extremely different from oneself. An example are the sapiens, a species of intelligent lizards who coexist with former humans for millions of years. Over time, they became smart enough to domesticate their neighbors, using them as beasts of burden. But gradually, the reptiles uncover the origins of their pet, humans, and learn of the atrocities committed by the Q. As a result, the sapiens became more cautious, doing everything they can to ensure they don't suffer the same fate, and aligning with the most advanced human species. While the Q warped and defiled all they touched, the sapiens seek partnerships for mutual benefit. All Tomorrows is a fantastic story, and one of the most thought-provoking ever told. Spanning the entire galaxy and millions of years of time, it examines many profound questions, at once embracing the heights of utopian science fiction and the depths of degenerate horror, the perfect inspiration for anyone seeking to write their own stories.
Like and subscribe for more horror and mystery stories.